Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Mama June. Family Crisis star June Shannon has not been honest with her husband Justin Stroud's mom, Roxana Stroud, and he urges her to rectify it. He wants his wife to have a positive relationship with his mom. He knows until she admits the truth they will never have the family life he wants them to. She is having trouble coping with her family's rejection. She is determined to rebuild her damaged relationships with her 4 daughters, Anna Chickadee, Cardwell, Lauren, Pumpkin, Eford, Jessica, Chubbs, Shannon, and Alana, Honey Boo Boo Thompson. When she met her husband's mom, Roxana, for the first time, it was to plan her bridal shower. Roxana was excited to meet her daughter-in-law and her children because she is also a big fan. She felt pressured to make a good impression on her mother-in-law. So instead of telling her the truth about her strained family life, she lied. The Mama June Family Crisis star told Roxana that everything was well between herself and her daughters. She also said that all 4 of her children were excited about the bridal shower and upcoming wedding. So when her oldest daughter, Anna, was the only one to show up for her, the reality TV mom was embarrassed. This left her scrambling to make excuses and tell even more lies. The reality mom sent out a text to her daughters pleading with them to attend family therapy weekend in hopes of working through their problems. But so far, no one has responded. The Mama June Family Crisis husband is unhappy with his spouse for lying to his mother. It's causing a lot of friction between them. So during dinner, makes a suggestion. He told her he would like for her to call his mom and talk things through. He believes his mom could offer her some advice and guidance. However, first he pushes her to come clean with his family and tell his mom the truth. She doesn't want to admit her failures, but she agrees to meet with Roxana. When she calls Roxana and invites her to join her for a pedicure, she feels it will be relaxing and give them the chance to talk. This is not easy for her, but she knows to keep the peace she must swallow her pride and admit to Roxana that she lied. Justin's mom is unhappy to hear this and tells her does not like liars. However, she agrees to listen to her explanation. The mother of 4 opens up and tells her the whole story. She says no one knows everything or understands. She adds that she has experienced far more than people know. Talking about it makes her very emotional. WIC fans are torn. Some believe she is genuinely hurt. However, others wonder if the Mama June Family Crisis celebrity is gaslighting her partner Justin Stroud's family as well as her own. One thing is for sure, she has a long road ahead of her, and her daughters are not going to make it easy for her. In the quiet of a summer evening, the cicadas hummed a gentle melody as June Shannon sat nervously in the quaint living room of Justin's childhood home. She could feel the weight of her confession heavy on her chest, her palms clammy despite the cool breeze wafting through the open window. This was a moment she had feared for years, a moment that could reshape the fragile bonds of trust between her and her son Justin's family. Mama June Family Crisis had been a roller coaster journey for June, her family, and those close to her. From the heights of reality TV fame to the depths of addiction and betrayal, she had weathered storms that threatened to tear her family apart. Yet, amid the turmoil, there remained a flicker of hope, the hope that honesty could pave the way to redemption. Justin's mom, Mrs. Thompson, sat across from June, her expression a mix of concern and skepticism. She had seen the headlines, the rumors, and the pain her son had endured. But she had also seen June's struggle, the battles fought against addiction, and the fierce love she had for her children. June, Mrs. Thompson began, her voice steady but edged with apprehension. "You asked to talk to me. What is it that you need to say?" June took a deep breath, steadying herself against the memories that threatened to overwhelm her. She had rehearsed these words in her mind countless times, but now, faced with Justin's mother, the words felt heavier than ever. "Mrs. Thompson, I need you to know the truth," June started, her voice wavering slightly. "About everything that's happened. About my choices, my mistakes. Mrs. Thompson listened intently as June recounted the tumultuous journey of the past few years, the addiction that had gripped her, the lies she had told, and the pain she had caused her family. Tears welled in June's eyes as she spoke of the moments she had let her children down, the nights she couldn't remember, and the deep shame that had consumed her. "I've hurt Justin," June admitted, her voice barely above a whisper. "I've hurt all of you, and I can't take back what I've done, but I want you to know that I'm trying. I'm trying to be better." Mrs. Thompson's expression softened as she watched June, her heart itching for the woman who had become entangled in the web of addiction. She had seen the toll it took on families, the way it could twist love into resentment and trust into doubt. But in June's eyes, Mrs. Thompson saw a glimmer of determination, a spark of hope that perhaps things could change. "June," Mrs. Thompson said gently, reaching out to place a comforting hand on June's trembling shoulder. "I will pretend that this is easy to hear. What matters now is what you do next. Are you getting help? Are you committed to making things right with Justin?" June nodded, her voice thick with emotion. "Yes, I'm in therapy and I'm taking steps every day to rebuild trust with my children. Justin, he means everything to me. I want him to know that I'm here, that I'm fighting for our family." Silence settled between them, the weight of June's confession hanging in the air. Mrs. Thompson searched June's eyes, seeking the truth in her words, the sincerity in her intentions. Slowly she nodded, a small smile tugging at the corners of her lips. "June," Mrs. Thompson said softly, "I believe you. I believe that people can change, that families can heal. Justin loves you despite everything. He wants his mom back." June's tears flowed freely now, a mix of relief and gratitude washing over her. In Mrs. Thompson's embrace, she found a glimmer of the acceptance she had feared she would never regain. They sat together in quiet understanding, two mothers bound by the love they held for the same son. As the cicadas' hum grew louder outside, June felt a sense of peace settle over her heart. She knew the road ahead would be long and difficult, filled with challenges and setbacks. But for the first time in a long time, she felt hopeful. Hopeful that with honesty and determination, she could rebuild what addiction had torn apart. Mama June, family crisis, had taught June many things. But perhaps the most profound lesson was that sometimes, the hardest truths paved the way to the deepest healing. And as she sat with Justin's mom, sharing her vulnerabilities and her hopes for the future, she understood that this moment was the first step on a journey back to the family she loved. The evening stretched on, the sun dipping below the horizon as June and Mrs. Thompson talked late into the night. They spoke of forgiveness and resilience, of second chances and the unbreakable bonds of family. And as they finally parted ways, June knew that no matter what lay ahead, she would carry the memory of this night, a night of truth and reconciliation, with her always. For in the quiet of that summer evening, amid the cicadas' song, June had found the courage to come clean, to face the consequences of her actions, and to begin the healing process for herself and her family. And as she drove home under the stars, she whispered a silent promise to herself and to Justin, that she would never stop fighting for the love and trust that had been lost, but that could, with time and effort, be found once more.